As a kid, after learning about the whole Michael Vick dogfighting situation, I sorta looked at Pokemon and was like, huh, okay, not really, but it definitely became more apparent as I got older and Pokemon were still dropping games after I stopped playing them. In retrospect, it is funny to think about how Pokemon are mainly used for battling, and everyone in the world is alright with that. But before I go any further, I need to tackle the games real quick. I find it absolutely hilarious that Pokemon can only have 4 moves in their arsenal at a time. Imagine your Charizard has Body Slam, Fire Blast, Flamethrower, and Iron Tail. You're telling me my guy can't fucking fly despite having wings because he already has 4 moves in his damn moveset? Are Pokemon just stupid? That's like learning kindergarten level math, science, history, and English, and your brain is maxed out right there. You can't learn geometry or trigonometry or any other language unless you forget something you've already learned. Why do I have to forget a skill to acquire a new one? Why? Are these Pokemon biological creatures, or are they machines with limited amount of memory? I never understood that Pokemon that were too high of a level would not listen to you 100% of the time, depending on how many gym badges you had. Are you f***ing telling me that all Pokemon know how many badges you have? Do they know how many their trainers have to collect in total? Do they know how much debt I'm in? Do they know my damn social security number? Are they born with this fucking information burned into the back of their brains? Like, why does my level 70 Charizard gotta look at me and be like, oh, you only got 5 badges? Guess I'm gonna listen to every other fucking command you give me, you underachieving fuck. Like, yo, for real, what type of sassy shit is that? Back to the anime though. I love how Ash never ages. It felt like he was a kid for over 2 decades. He really took that gotta catch 'em all shit to the heart. How many damn Pokemons you need to keep catching? If you don't settle down and start a family already, it's crazy to think how anyone who wants to become a Pokemon trainer could just say screw school, and you only need to be the mature age of 10 to do it. I can't imagine telling my mother at the age of 10 that I wanted to be a firefighter or whatever other profession, and then I started heading to the door with my backpack with all of my snacks and the clothes on my back. She'd probably slap me upside of the head and yank me away from the door. Anime parents are just different, man. Or rather, Japanese game designers who create parents are different. But definitely anime parents too. Too often the parents are missing overseas on a business trip, or they unfortunately died from catching a cold from being in the rain. All so that the teenage kids could have the freedom to do whatever the hell they want. But in Pokemon, the parents send their kids out into the wilderness with dangerous Pokemon out there. Yeah, that's the way to teach them. Let them little f***s know the meaning of hardship. Let them fend for themselves. I also love how Pokemon only faint and never straight up die, unless it's time to eat them. Yeah, you heard me right. People eat Pokemon in Pokemon. So not only do people use them for barbaric fighting, but they eat them despite there being ordinary animals in the world for sustenance.
Miltank, the milk cow Pokemon.
Pikachu, the mouse Pokemon.
Yeah man, shit is wild in the streets of Pokemon. You could have Pokemon, they all get their asses handed to them, then you gotta rush to heal them up, and then they get their asses beat again to the brink of death. What a sad life to live. Could you imagine if there were no Poke Centers and after a match the losing Pokemon had to be put down? Am I messing up your childhood yet? Back to eating Pokemon though. I never understood why people would eat rare or exotic animals in real life. All these chickens and cows are around and yet people want to eat mountain lion when they have the former readily available. Preferences I guess, but it's the same in Pokemon. What can I say, man? Some people really just want to have some exotic meat in their mouth. But yeah, I don't know what it's like now, but in the OG Pokemon anime, you know, back in the 90s where shit was real, people were eating Pokemon out there. Ash definitely wanted to sink his teeth into some Magikarp. I can't find too much info on this matter, but it seems like the fish-type Pokemon were getting thrown over the fire, and this little fucker right here was even going extinct from being so damn tasty. But for whatever reason, if everyone is magically vegan or vegetarian in Pokemon in today's age, I'm calling bullshit. Even back in the OG Pokemon, people would be feeding Pokemon some dried kibbles and bit bullshit. But I know there are definitely carnivorous Pokemon out there. You think my boy Tyranitar got so big and evolved from being a Larvitar just by eating plants? Man, get the f out of here. That's a meat eater right there.
But there are animals like pandas and gorillas who have plant-based diets and are big creatures.
Let me spread my agenda in peace. Fuck. You know, typically when threads pop up asking what worlds people would hate to live in, Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, Tokyo Ghoul, Kaiju number 8, Berserk, and a few more are always brought up, but Pokemon is never on that list. I feel like the cutesy and cool aesthetic of most of the Pokemon have people fooled, but a world filled with Pokemon would be dangerous. I'll admit that I'm being pretty biased when I say this because I live in New York, and the thought of a 40-pound Raticate terrifies the shit out of me. So now I gotta ride the subways with a Raticate that's over 20 times the size of an ordinary rat? And that's not even the only New York City op. There are also pigeons. So now I gotta worry about a whole flock of flying type starter Pokemon fucking me up before I get to work? This shit wouldn't be safe. Now I can hear some people saying, if we live in a world of Pokemon, that means you probably have a few of your own. Yeah, so? You really want to fight Snorlax when you're already running late to work? Now what if I have a Bulbasaur and he gets f***ed up? Now do I have to call out of work and rush him to the Poke Center? Where does this end? Why do I have to keep fighting things to get to where I want to go? But hey man, if you want to fight Snorlax for 453 EXP, go ahead, have at it. As for me, I'm cool off of that. Real quick, because I know this has been said a whole bunch of times before already, Pokemon really isn't no different than dog or cockfighting. But it's crazy to think about how it's highly praised and it's legal. Just look at the size of the crowds, man. It is reminiscent of gladiators back in the day. And that's one thing about us humans, we love our violence. A lot of us can't even look away from it. But there's something extra scummy when you have animals doing it over actual people. Anyway, I know there was a trend of smash or pass with Pokemon. Could you believe that there were sick people partaking in such a thing on the internet? Disgusting. Anyway, I want to remix that. So I'm gonna run down the list of a few Pokemon and say which ones I'd eat if I was served them on a dish. That'll be a good wholesome time, right? I don't know the creator of the video, but there was a video not too long back that I've seen of a Chikorita being chopped up and made into a dish. So yeah, that was the main inspiration for this video. That's the type of shit that pops up on my algorithm. I'll call this Taste, Eat, or Trash. The play on F, Marry, Kill, since I'm not creative enough. Taste, meaning I'll try a piece because I'm a bit curious, but I'm not excited about it. Eat, which is self-explanatory, or Trash, which is also self-explanatory. I guess I'm gonna start with the first generation. Maybe if I'm feeling extra hungry, I'll throw in some other ones. Also, my reasonings aren't going to have any consistency whatsoever, so that's a fair heads up. Okay, so Charmander is an easy eat. Throw that shit on a grill with some good old jerk seasoning and that shit looks like it would be pretty damn good. Same with Charmeleon. It's funny I'm saying this because I've never actually eaten a reptile, but for the sake of this video, f it, man. A Charizard, on the other hand, nah, I'm good. Honestly, I feel like I'm probably never gonna want to taste or eat any of the third evolution Pokemon. Their meat probably tough as hell. And on top of that, a damn Charizard would eat me. What business do I have eating a Pokemon that would eat me? Now, Squirtle and Wartortle will get a taste out of me. Yo, this shit sounds stupid already. I'll taste them, man. Not really crazy about eating a turtle, but yeah. Blastoise is a big no out of me, though. Again, that meat probably tough as hell. Okay, all bug-type Pokemons are going straight in the damn trash. Yeah, I'm racist to bug types. File a damn complaint. I don't care how much damn protein they have in them. Okay man, Pidgey and its whole lineage is going into trash. Something about birds that can fly make me feel very uneasy about eating them. Now birds that can't fly, y'all are fair game. I'll fuck up some duck or chicken with no guilt on my conscience. Oh god, okay, more flying bird types? Man, they're going in the trash. Bro, maybe I'm just stupid, but Pharaoh looks like a fucking vulture. I'm not eating a vulture with his rancid ass diet.
Yeah, but you eat pork.
Shh. Okay, any Pokemon that look like cats and dogs are a big no out of me, so straight in the trash. And you know what? I can already hear people calling me out of my hypocrisy. You're not gonna eat them because they're domesticated animals, yet you would eat the other ones. Hey man, if for some reason that triggers you, stop playing a game or watching an anime that supports fictional animal abuse. Just had to throw that out there. Weepin' Bell is a fucking pocket pussy. Let's not even kid ourselves here. It's crazy how Pokemon were truly ahead of their time, man. I wouldn't be surprised if a Pokemon fan had a custom pocket pussy as a Weepin' Bell. Yeah, this isn't the type of influence I want to give out there to people. But hey man, if you go through with it, go ahead. It's your meat, not mine. Oh god, I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about anymore. Weepin' Bell is a eat for me. It's probably loaded with a shit ton of vitamins anyway. Electrode, fucking Joe Budden. Best Potter in the world, but no, going straight in the trash. Is there a fucking reason why Electrode looks like a Pokeball? I always hated that when in the games you'd go up to a Pokeball, expecting it to be something to add to your inventory. It turned out to be a damn Pokemon battle instead. Cosplaying asshole, just wasting my time. Alright, execute an executor, I'm eating no problem. Easy protein for me. It is kinda weird how half a dozen eggs can evolve into a pineapple, but whatever. You know what? An execute with some cheese from a milk tank with the bacon of a lechunk, and I could have a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, no bev. And it goes without saying, but yeah, I'm bussing down a plate of milk tank. Sirloin steak, skirt steak, ribeye steak, it's going down the damn hatch. Okay, all of these water types right here, I am going to eat, except for Staryu and Starmie, because they'll shatter my teeth. Nah, hold up, I'm bugging. The chef will definitely be able to crack them both open. So on second thought, I'ma just settle for a taste. Taurus got like 3 oxtails, so that's an easy eat for me. I'll have that shit with some butter beans, some rice and peas, along with some steamed cabbage and carrots on the side. Yeah, no lie, Taurus might be a top dish for me. Magikarp is an easy eat. Okay, Gyarados. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm gonna have to eat that, man. Gyarados, tea and toast, I'm going ghost, let it roast. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck up a Gyarados. Nah, a Ditto is a hell no for me. Throw that shit in the trash. In fact, I don't even want to see that shit reaching my table. No lie, that shit looks like it will have a slimy ass texture. I would say I'd eat Mewtwo's leg, but eating something that could have clearly communicated with me would rub me the wrong way. So I'll just eat Mew instead. Also, out of all the Pokemon mentioned up to this point, I don't know how the hell someone would go about capturing Mewtwo. So if I was supposedly served one of its legs, that might be some fake meat. And eating fake meat is just not the way to go. So on second thought, yeah, I'm throwing that shit in the trash. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but Mewtwo's hips do not lie. I would be able to spot that shit out of a lineup. For being such a cold-ass Pokemon, why the hell was he built like that? One Pokemon whose third evolution I'd eat over his first and second, without a shadow of a doubt, is Blaziken. Frickin' Popeye's chicken all spicy, 100 pieces for a whole family reunion. Easy eat, man. Easy eat. Now to end off this list, how poetic would it be to end this taste, eat, or trash segment with the Pokemon that inspired this entire video? Seriously, man. Chikorita looks like the most appetizing grass-type Pokemon that my eyes have ever came across. Hell, even its evolutions look pretty damn good as well. This shit literally looks like the healthiest Pokemon you could possibly have to eat. It's probably filled with a shit ton of health benefits, a bunch of antioxidants, and a whole bunch of fiber as well. No lie, a Chikorita looks like it would be the star of a dish, despite it only being the veggie. But alright man, let me stop right here. I probably went a bit overboard with eating all of these fictional animals. People get to be entertained watching them fight each other to the death, but I'm the bad guy for hypothetically eating them. Okay, I see how it is. Yeah, I definitely scared off anyone who made it this far into the video. Anyway, hopefully my next video isn't nowhere as weird as this one. Yo, Crawdot is a whopping 73 pounds. Do you know how much meat would be in those meaty ass claws? Man, throw some Old Bay seasoning on that hoe, man. Have some garlic butter on the side so you could dip it in. And of course, you gotta come correct with some lemon juice to have